welcome to Cooking with Christine this Savory Sunday. Today we have a treat, you guys. Today we're going to do baked salmon, and it's going to have a wonderful glaze over it. And so I want you to sit back, enjoy it, take notes, and try this yourself sometime. It's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining, and here goes the show.
All right, so Christine, we are doing some salmon, and it's going to be your take on it, right?
Yes.
So what we want to do is talk about the ingredients that we'll need, right?
Okay.
So I know you've got your classic butter.
No salt, butter, softened.
Okay. And we have, what is this right here?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Now, how much is this?
Half a tablespoon.
Half a cup. Oh, quarter of a cup.
Oh.
Okay. Yep. Not that, because you want this to be some nice sweet salmon.
Exactly.
All right. All right. Then we've got some garlic.
Yes.
All right. And
that's the half a tablespoon.
There we go. That's the
garlic.
half a tablespoon.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then we have, well, what is this right here?
2 tablespoons of honey.
Honey. Really?
Yes.
On fish?
Yes. That's the glaze. Part of the glaze.
Okay, that's different. Okay, and we've got lemons.
Sliced lemons.
Okay, I understand that. Lemons and fish, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, now, parsley. Now,
Parsley.
explain this.
That's going to be our garnish.
Okay, a garnish, okay.
Yes.
Make it look pretty.
Yes.
All right, now we go, there we go again. We've got your favorite oyster flavored sauce.
Yes.
Okay, you can find this in your neighborhood grocery store.
Yes, and use about a teaspoon of that.
All right, and you should almost have an endorsement. Here's your spiked salt-free seasoning, the gourmet kind.
Yes.
That's what you'll need. Okay, and we've got ground thyme. Is that how you say it?
Thyme.
Thyme, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now what is this right here?
Oregano.
Oregano.
Yes.
Oregano on fish. Wow, this is going to be a great recipe. All right, we've got our Pam coconut oil, and of course you could use any type of non-sticking spray. She likes coconut oil. All right, we've got the classic Mrs. Dash garlic and herb.
Yes.
All right, salt-free. And we also have the garlic powder from Spice It. All right, and
salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper already done and mixed together in the amount. You sort of just sprinkle it on there, right?
Yeah.
But it's got to be a mixture, though.
That'll be a mixture. So, yeah, rather than just having to shake both of them.
Okay. Then we've got the teriyaki sauce. Again, I mean, this is so unusual. It's like we're doing a Japanese take on this. This is Kikkoman teriyaki marinade and sauce, the original. All right, right there. Okay. Then we also have what? White cooking wine. Now that's interesting. That's very different. Okay. White cooking wine. And what is this? Barbecue sauce.
Yes.
Just a little bit, okay? All right. A dab will do you, but this you're going to basically spread this over the whole
Yes, that's about a tablespoon.
Okay. All right. So there we have it. Those are the ingredients, and you can pause the video and get your ingredients together. Oh, one more thing. If you're doing salmon, and as my grandmother would say, Salmon, us people in the South, is salmon, okay? We've got some salmon we just bought, and that's the start of the show. All right, so go ahead and pause the video if you like, or you can keep watching, and we are about to get started. All right. Okay, so now what do we do first? We've shown all the ingredients, so what is the next thing we need to do?
All right, so the next thing we want to do is go ahead and make the glaze.
Okay, so what is that, brown sugar?
This is brown sugar. We're going to dump it. I'm going to use this measuring cup because it's easy to pour it over the fish.
And that was the 1/4 of a cup.
Yes, 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar.
All right.
And then we're going to put the thyme in. And I have a shaker. Most people do. If you have fresh thyme, you can go ahead and put about a teaspoon, depending on how much salmon you have.
Okay.
So I have 2 large pieces, so I'm going to do a few shakes, okay?
Okay, a few shakes?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go.
About 5 shakes, okay?
About 5 shakes, okay?
All right, and you see what's happening and how it looks right here, okay?
Okay.
All right, now we've got this oregano, right?
Yes, we have the oregano. And so what I'm going to do with that is...
So say it again.
So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Okay.
Okay. So we're mixing first all the dry ingredients.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so now what we do, I think we have now all the liquid ingredients, and so we'll go ahead and do this barbecue sauce next.
Okay.
Get that in there.
Okay.
And guys, this is a sauce that I made up.
Okay, but it's basically barbecue sauce.
Well, no, I'm saying the whole sauce.
Oh, I see. But that sauce you put in here,
yes,
it's barbecue sauce.
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
Sweet barbecue sauce, basically.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, and this is our oyster sauce.
And
I'm going to put about half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. And just for our audience, how much barbecue sauce did you put in there?
That barbecue sauce was about 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Okay. And this is a teaspoon right now.
This is like half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon.
I'm going to have to put a lot of that in there.
You got to be careful with the oyster sauce, right?
Yeah, you don't want to put too much.
Okay.
It will overtake.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to put
teriyaki.
Yes, I'm going to use my same cup here. Use my same cup.
All right.
And I'm going to put about, this is 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to put a little bit, about half of that. So like 1/8. And then I'm going to eyeball it once I get done with it. I think I'll go ahead and put the 4. Yeah.
So 1/4 and 1/8 cup.
No,
okay.
no. I mean, I put half and half, so that makes it a whole 4th.
A whole 4th.
Yes.
Okay, so 1/4 cup of the Kikkoman teriyaki sauce.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have the white
This is cooking wine.
cooking wine.
Okay, can you use any type of wine, or cooking wine is
Cooking wine is any rice wine vinegar.
okay, but
They
it's
have
cooking
red.
wine.
I'm gonna
Okay,
put 2 teaspoons.
I see. So you just can't go up to the package store and just get some wine.
This is at the grocery store. Wine is good. You should use wine. We don't have wine.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, wine would be perfect. The alcohol cooks off.
What about like in the movies they put cooking sherry?
Yes.
Okay.
Any of those things will do.
All right.
All right. So now here's that honey.
And how much was that again?
That was 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of honey.
All right.
So now we're gonna mix all this together.
Did you know that honey will never spoil?
I know.
They found honey in the tombs of Egypt, and they'll just add a little water to it, and it's still good.
Oh wow. All right.
All right.
So
That looks good.
I'm gonna stir this up. And the other thing that I have to add to this would be the butter and the garlic.
Okay. So I'll get the butter.
Right.
And here's the butter. And what do you want to add first? The garlic or the butter?
Let's go ahead and add the
I'm gonna
butter.
add butter. Okay.
And anywhere from 6 to 8 tablespoons of butter.
Okay. Not margarine.
Not margarine, please.
All right.
Not margarine. Go ahead, actually, go ahead and pour that garlic in there.
All right. We're gonna put the garlic in there.
Yes. I
All right.
mixed it.
Shake and bake, and that helps. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What we're gonna do is flip that a little bit.
Okay. You have a with this
Yes.
whisk. I think that's what they call it on TV.
That's what it is. And so we're just gonna. That's why that butter needs to be soft.
Okay.
And
Oh, and by the way, that butter does need to be soft, right?
yes.
It's trapped in the refrigerator for soften or room temperature butter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we are mixing all that up. All right.
Now, usually when I do this, I take time to really get that butter
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
softened up and broken up in there. You can melt it a little bit
Okay.
on the stove, which is what I almost did. Then I didn't want to tamper with my recipe because this is work.
So keep going so the audience can see about what the texture should be.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I guess you could have put this in a food processor too, couldn't you?
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't know, but this has a more human touch to it, so you can kind of see it. Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
This is just my old-fashioned way of doing it. But.
Okay. Okay. So now we're back, and we have really thoroughly stirred this particular glaze.
Yes.
All right. It looks kind of like a cake pudding, almost like chocolate. All right. So what is the next step?
The next step now is to season the salmon.
All right. So we're going to put this aside.
Okay. So here's the salmon, and
Okay.
now it's time to season it. Okay.
Oh, you're going to season it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
we're going to start with our
salt and pepper mix.
Salt and pepper mix here.
Okay. And
So,
is there a technique to doing this?
no, I'm
Just sort of sprinkle it on there?
I am going to use my hand and rub it in,
Okay.
so I can make sure I get all of it in there.
And you could have used a repurposed salt shaker to do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But the key is mixing the salt and the pepper in equal amounts together.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay. All right, so before I rub it all in, because I'm going to use some for the back as well.
Okay, just don't put all of it on the front.
Right.
You're going to put some on the back.
Right.
Okay.
And so here I'm going to do Mrs. Dash.
All right, just sprinkle it
Yeah.
generously or
Yeah.
lightly.
Lightly. You know, because
Okay.
you're going to have that glaze. Sprinkle your
Spike.
spike, no salt.
Okay. All right.
And your garlic.
The garlic powder.
Yes.
All right. Just sort of cover it nice and lightly on there. Okay.
Yes.
I see.
All right, so now what I'll do is,
But don't over season.
no.
All right,
just
so you're
rub it
doing this, you're rubbing it in. Okay, like
Mhm.
barbecue.
Right, rub it in real good.
Okay.
I want it to seep down in there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Before I do that, I must go wash my hands because I don't want to contaminate the containers.
All right. So as we can see that she actually rubbed the seasoning into the skin or the muscle area of the salmon. And so we're going to do the exact same thing with the same ingredients, but on the back side. But be sure to wash your hands between the front side and the back side.
Okay.
All right, so we do the same thing again.
Right, no special order. So
No special order.
Garlic.
Okay.
Put it on that side.
All right.
Okay.
And
Spike.
the spike. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, over. Okay. Very good. Then Mrs. Dash.
Then Mrs. Dash.
Okay.
Okay.
Then the salt and pepper mix.
Yes, and the salt and pepper.
Sort of lightly seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Wow. That was easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to rub this in as well.
Okay. And what does the actual rubbing do? You see, it actually helps it soak into the skin
Yeah.
or the muscle,
Yes.
the meat aspect of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so this, I know the skin is over here, but I still like to season it because, believe it or not, seasoning can come through the skin
Oh, okay.
as well. All
right.
So I'll turn it back over.
All right.
Turn it back over.
Okay.
And I'm about to put this in the sink so I can touch it. Just make sure the last little bit of salt and pepper.
You're gonna. All right. So we've got the last little bit of seasoning here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we've seasoned the front and the back with the ingredients that we mentioned. All right. And so she rubbed it in almost like what Memphis barbecue almost. I see. All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have your oven on 350 degrees
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. And so what we want to take now is get the glaze.
Okay. So this is the glaze that we mixed up. Okay.
Okay.
And we're gonna just basically paint it onto here.
We are.
Okay.
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 Liberally.
Liberally. All right. Let's get this out here. A little left over here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Clean as you go.
That smells good already.
Mm.
You know, there's like a chemical reaction taking place with the glaze and the seasoning. Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, you can really smell it as if it's in the oven cooking already.
Right. Okay. That's some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're only going to do one side, or do
We're only going to put the glaze on one side.
Okay, now
We
this
have something else special to put on the other side.
Oh, I see.
And of course, this is going to melt, and it should thicken up a little bit in the oven.
So this is a Krispy Kreme type salmon with a glaze on top.
All right.
Like glazed donut, glazed fish.
You're right.
Okay. I can't wait to see what this tastes like. It's going to probably be like sweet fish.
Yeah, I like sweet toppings.
Okay.
Okay. So
Is that okay? Do you want to put all of it in there, or?
I don't necessarily have to put all of it. I'd rather have not too much but not enough.
No. Okay.
So
I see. The heat is going to cause this glaze to go inside the fish
yes,
and melt through and through.
melt through and through.
Wow. Oh, yeah, get that part right there. I want to get all that good
get
stuff.
all that.
Oh, wow. And that right there. I can hear the audience say, you didn't get all of it.
Then get all of it.
Yeah, right there. That's what the people in the comments say, you didn't get all of it.
Well, the thing is, I am going to have to transfer this fish, so I have a little bit left because some of it may come off. I need to transfer it to a bigger pan
Okay.
that I'm about to prepare.
All right. Oh, so we have another pan.
Right, we're not going to cook the fish on here, bake it on here
Oh.
in this pan. This was just for seasoning.
All right.
Okay?
So let's pull this to the side.
Yes.
And let's get our other pan that I see that you have over there.
There it is.
All right.
And so we have the wax paper, or you can use parchment paper, but on top of that, we're going to put foil.
Huh. All right. So you have wax paper on the bottom, and then you're going to put a coating of foil on top of that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Little aluminum or aluminium, as the British say. Okay.
And I'm going to put more because what I'm going to do is close the fish up a little bit.
Oh.
It won't be completely enclosed. I'm going to put this the opposite direction.
All right. So we have four going this way, and then four going the opposite, like a crisscross.
Yes.
One going vertical, one going horizontal.
There you go. So now this is what we want to spray
So you want to spray this.
with the oil spray.
Okay, so now just in case I got a little noisy, what we did was we put a huge amount of aluminum foil to cover the entire pan going horizontal, and then we did one going vertical. And the key here is that you need to go bigger than the pan itself.
Yes.
And we will find out why. All right.
So now we're going to spray.
Cooking spray. Okay.
All right.
All right.
And now
I can see where this is going. Oh, wait a minute. Lemons.
yes,
Lemons. All right.
the lemons is really going to set this off.
The lemons will counteract the sugar, or the acidity, as the Food Network says, will balance the sweetness of the glaze. Okay, very good. Fascinating.
The lemon is so wonderful under it. Oh my gosh. Just going to add more flavor.
How many lemons was that? Like,
Through the
almost like
skin.
2 large lemons?
2 large lemons, or maybe 1 1/3. 1 2/3.
Okay, but it
There's
needs,
a little bit of the
I see.
second one just in case I need more. I wasn't sure.
But it has to be cut lemons.
Has to be cut lemons in slices. And so then I'm going to have to situate the fish over it, so I may end up having to move this a little bit.
Okay.
Move parts, you know.
Are you going to put any of the juice in there, or
I'm
just the
gonna-
lemon itself?
I'll pour a little bit of juice on top.
on
Whatever
top
little
of the
juice
fish.
is in here.
Okay. I see. That seems to have covered it.
Yeah, that did pretty good. So that was about 1.5 or almost 1 3/4. 2 large lemons.
Okay.
Okay. Let's put that down. And now let's get this
Okay, so now we have our salmon.
salmon.
Okay, I'll hold this.
Okay.
All right. Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
And we place it on top of the lemon.
Yes.
Lemons is a type of almost, I heard that you can take lemons and squeeze over raw fish and it'll make it right. So only,
Right, and that's the only cooking you can do, right? I mean,
Right,
you
it's only-
you will need to do, right?
Right. The lemons will almost, in a sense, cook the fish itself. But the fruit of the lemon is the only thing that will do that. So you couldn't use
Wow.
oranges or anything like that.
Okay, just the lemons.
Okay.
So I want to make sure there are plenty of lemons under all of it.
Okay. And that's the key, is to make sure the fish is resting on top of the lemon.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure it's resting on top of the lemons. So is that pretty good to you? What do you
That
think?
looks pretty good. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that looks good. Show you there. All right, we got some under this part too.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Got it. And some right there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Just basically you're not smothering it, but you're just sort of covering everything.
Exactly.
Because all this stuff is going to permeate through everything.
Right.
All right.
The entire pieces. All right, so now what we want to do is kind of fold it over. Fold it over this way. It's not going to cover completely.
Really? So,
Almost, just a little bit like that.
okay, now just for our audience, you're making almost a gap. You're not like smothering it,
No.
but there is some air between the foil and the fish. That is a very important point here. So you're not trying to wrap it up like a baby in a blanket,
Right.
but you got to leave some airspace underneath this.
Yes.
All right, so
All right.
we put this in the stove in how long?
25 minutes.
25 minutes. Our guys will be right back in 25 minutes. We have cooked this fish for 25 minutes, but this is only the first step. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is what?
Is now open it up and put it in the oven again, but put it on broil for about 2 minutes.
On broil for about 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's what it is. Now, when it comes out of the broil, it's probably going to look a lot different, huh?
A little bit different.
A little bit different.
Mhm.
Okay, but it looks good. It's going to cook on broil for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is our finished dish. And it's very pretty with the colors. And you added some mixed vegetables with this?
Yes, yes.
All right, and that's the lemon. And that's how you would basically serve it. This is an amazing dish. All right.
Thank you. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today, Christine Mayfield, on Cooking with Christine, Savory Sunday, our baked salmon with our wonderful glaze. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could take some hints from it and maybe enhance your own salmon recipe. And we look forward to seeing you again. This next week, we're going to do a dessert. So we're just going to once a week. And we started that this week. Thanks so much again for joining. We look forward to hearing from you. Please be safe, and we love you guys. Take care.